Hi everybody and welcome back to Two Pros Visual Podcast, should we say? Viz Pod as the kids say, Joe.
Yeah, it's been nice to kind of get back on YouTube as such and hopefully let people actually see the faces behind it, even though I've been told I kind of got a face on the radio. It's nice to be on this and nice to be doing it, and hopefully people can see the process behind some of these reviews as well.
Yeah, we had a driver day, new driver day. We're going to move on to a brand that, for me, they're the unsung hero of the golf industry. I'd say Wilson are.
Certainly one of the more underrated brands.
Yeah.
And when I say underrated, I don't just mean cheap, I mean genuine quality in this.
Yeah.
A lot of the products, a lot of this new release especially, has really impressed me. I haven't actually hit this yet. This is the only one I haven't tested.
Yeah.
And I've refrained from it. We'll see reactions kind of as they come.
Yeah.
Good or bad, we'll see. But I think they've hit the nail on the head with something that not many of the other brands have kind of gone crazy for this year. We've not maybe seen it quite as much with TaylorMade and Callaway. We've seen it with Ping. It worries me with the price for Ping. I think any driver that's getting near £600 for the kind of the K model, it might be brilliant, but it does worry me a little.
Yeah.
This is going to be the budget K.
Yeah.
So it's again in and around that 10K style of head. Adjustable neutral or draw that didn't happen in previous models. And generally, from what this new Dynapwr range looks, a phenomenal looking head.
It does look good, doesn't it? I can pick up on
Looks
camera
great.
and we'll put some visuals in, but if you can check it out at home at your local pro shop if you're listening to it as well. So this is the Max Plus, and what they're saying here, Joe, aren't they, is that it's got that forgiveness, but also it's got the spin of a more kind of the Dynapwr carbon driver.
Absolutely, the carbon was really good. I've tried the carbon, tested the carbon, I quite like it, to be fair. Again, looking at it, it's got a little bit of an old school Stealth 2 look to it, but it crosses over quite nicely with the kind of comments we made on Quantum, where it's got that carbon head to it. Again, for a black carbon head, looks quite sharp, looks quite well defined, and quite like the red around the back of it as well, just to frame it.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the look of it. I think again, people have got to get out of the head that Wilson are cheap. They are cheaper, but the quality of this is well up there.
And they're massive. Wilson Sports is massive.
Oh, it's huge. If you were talking tennis, you'd be going mad for it. Again, great racket manufacturer, great sporting manufacturer. And I'm really intrigued to see with this, because I think this is a continuation of their kind of revolution now. We saw them change the wedges a few years ago back to a blade, shoot the kind of Wilson staff off it, back to staff model stuff. They've started to range themselves at probably the little bit kind of more refined player. They bought bits out that are forgiving, certainly, but I do think this is going to do some damage.
This for me sits where Cobra used to sit a few years ago. Do you know, that kind of under £100 off what your Callaway your title is TaylorMade would be?
Dare you say the best of the rest?
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say with this, I think these have got a bit more under the hood than some of the Cobras have previous years.
I think this is going to blow you away as well, because I've hit it a couple of times. I won a Winter League with it, Joe, so hello.
Very nice.
Didn't miss many fairways, but it was just really impressive. And what I love about what Wilson have done this year, similar to what Ping did the other year, is where they haven't completely torn up the copybook with Dynapwr and gone, right, let's change the colour, let's change the look, feel. We've gone, that was a successful head, let's make it better.
Consistency is good in the golf world. I don't think we need massive change every time. It's not great for consumers to change loads. It's nice to see an introduction to this, and I'm intrigued to see if this will continue, because if Wilson get this, they get one of the most forgiving heads for the money, it's going to be dangerous in its category.
Come on, live on camera, Joe's first hit.
I'm really
the Wilson Max Plus.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. So, again, closest to my spec in Wilson. Again, we've tested everything today with a 9-degree head. Denali black extra stiff in it. So, again, a bit closer to what I'm used to playing. But, again, visually, looks great for a forgiving driver. It doesn't look like there's loads there. It still looks quite playable, and something that I think better players want now as well. Right, let's see how this goes. So just a quick heads up that it might be a little bit loud off the face, just in case you've got your headphones at full volume. So again, we may as well start with a block as we have everywhere else. Felt very, very spinny. Felt very kind of controlled. Not the longest one we've hit yet.
No.
But again, for a miss of that proportion, that is a wild miss as far as it goes.
Getting sounded good off the face.
Yeah, a little bit healy. It's kind of the old senior comment, and it sounds great, but it's out of bounds. But I think, again, it just goes to show we all do miss it. A But yeah, ball speed's up there, spin was up there where we thought it'd be. Let's see if we can kind of keep her on the planet a little bit here. A little bit better, more to what we've seen. Yeah, again, my problem generally, and we said this about the Quantum Max D, is that forgiving drivers aren't always that long.
Is this where you'd be tempted to flip that weight, Joe? Would it be such
That's
a heavy
where
weight?
you've taken the words straight out of my mouth. I think I'm going to hit one more with it, and we'll flip it over whilst you're kind of testing a few.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it does, because when you see 10k, the problem that we had with some of the 10ks, because it was so specific where that weight had to be, you couldn't move it.
Yeah.
If they can make this as forgiving as that, but with a movable weight, we've got control in the head straight away. We'll test one more and we'll see where we sit with it. A little bit of a better swing on that.
Swing that.
Again, still stays just right. It's my normal flight. You can see the height in there. Carries certainly up. It's again out there at 298. It's no slouch for a forgiving club. That's not worrying me at all. That it just goes to show that it's in there. I'm just going to flip this weight over into draw whilst you hit a few. Again,
is there a trend you've noticed over the last couple of years with drivers where you've had to manipulate that to the draw setting to help you?
yes, a little bit. I think it's more of my swing as I've kind of played less over the last year a little bit due to circumstances we couldn't really control.
Yeah.
It's been something I've noticed, the hands get a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
Again, just to show everybody with this, I will just do this whilst just seeing this.
Yeah.
So as we've got the weight here, as we flip that over, we've got one side that's full, one side that's empty, so there's definitely more weight in there. We've got a neutral and a draw setting, so all we've got to do is get that draw pointed up. And we've remarked in other videos, the ability to change things matters.
Yeah, and quickly.
Quickly, really like that. It's one weight, there's no faffing, you take it out, you flip it over, you screw it back in.
Yeah.
That for me is back to that kind of F1 tyre change speed. You want to be able to tweak something. In a fitting, for me, it's really important to do that as well, whilst you're hitting something.
Exactly. Pass me, we're game on, aren't we, again? Let's see how this goes. Little trigger warning, let's swing away.
Now I'm really intrigued with this for you because you're actually testing something that I haven't tested here, and that's the link shaft.
Yeah.
It came out a few years ago. It was on the undercard, if you like. This year it's been quite popular. We've seen a lot more with it.
Stock again?
Yeah, stock shaft again. I think the quality of the stock shafts in Wilson competes with everybody as well.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Denali, we're seeing Ventus. Probably got one of the best shaft catalogues out there.
So it's not as easy to move as the Callaway, if that makes sense, because I find I can move that.
Absolutely, and again, as we've said to people in previous videos, the more you get that weight back, the higher your MOI, the straighter in theory the driver goes. We're still seeing that little cut, it's finishing smack down the centre, but it's not moving nearly as much. Again, a little bit high on the old backspin number for us. But again, it's remnant of what you'd expect from a forgiving driver. Would
you just bring that down then, Joe, that lock?
Yeah, I'd probably be tempted to play the 9.
Yeah.
Again, knowing kind of your swing with it, I like any driver that starts left of that target line.
Yeah.
I think anything that stops right, and I don't know if anyone's seen that, finish straight down the centre line, it's absolutely, we're talking millimetres off centre. But you've hit 3 bullets straight there.
Yeah.
I think if we can get a way of getting some more distance out of that, that's going to be a serious contender.
Yeah,
everything's been just over 3,000 RPM spin, so it's consistent.
Get it down.
That allows us to make that change. It always scares me when I've got a player that produces 3,000 RPM spin, then 1,400, because you know if you do de-loft it slightly, you're going to make the low one worse.
Yeah.
If that's consistent, that's great, and it's a great position to be. I think a lot of people tend to rush in fittings when they want to see perfect numbers too quick.
Yeah.
If you've just hit 3 on the nose there, that's where I'd be happy to be able to make that change without too much kind of worry.
Yeah.
Instantly, again, move this weight, you can feel it in the heel, and it does feel different. So, quite keen to see this. Feels very kind of similar to the Quantum Max D. And I've healed the hell out of that. Again, just as a prime example, none of these perform miracles.
Yeah.
If you hit it that far out the heel with an open face, it's going to go right no matter what you've got.
Still got 270 people though. Just if you're listening to this, you're still not on at 270.
I think it just goes to show that people miss as well. I mean, the numbers were perfect behind the miss. If we can get that out the centre, or even not out the heel, we'll be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Better strike, still leaked it. With this, I feel like it's a bit more of a struggle to turn over.
Yeah.
And again, that's just because we've got so much weight behind the head. And it is something we saw in putters a few years ago, where players with mallets could open the face up on the way back, but really struggle to close it down. That can happen with these. It's probably, in truth, not a spec I'd jump out to play.
Yeah.
I prefer the carbon, I like the LS style in the Wilson. But again, great numbers considering I've just hit that off the planet. I'll try and not hit one stupidly right for a moment.
That was nice.
A golf swing.
That was a swing, yeah.
Exactly what we aim to see.
Oh, good numbers. See you later.
Now, for me, that probably changes a little bit on this, where I've hit that out the centre for the first time. I know I'm not swinging it as well as I can. And I think that's where you've also got to be a little bit honest and fitting as well. If you're not swinging it great, that's okay. And for me, I think also if you're paying for somebody's time, you are not paying to buy a driver there and then.
No.
If it is that you get to a point that you like a driver, like I've just done there, I've hit 3 shots, 2 off the planet right, 1 down the centre. If you're on a driving range, realistically that pro should be happy turning around going to you, well, I'll tell you what, go and hit 50 balls with it and see. Don't be afraid to come back and go, you know what, didn't work. Don't feel pressured because you've hit 1. And for me, I wouldn't be measuring my fitting on that last shot. I'd be measuring it on the 2 that were 40 yards right and maybe in the trees. That's where you've got to kind of see what your improvement is. Again, like I do with my players here, if we do a fitting, they have to take it out for a couple of rounds before they can buy it.
Bingo, mate.
And that allows you that opportunity to go and see what your best is, what your worst is. It's great if it knocks a shot off or 2 shots off your best. If it adds 10 to your worst, probably isn't worth doing. But it's definitely worth going and getting fitted. Just that little tinker, straight away we're seeing something completely different. That's knocked it down to 2,100 RPM spin, just shy of 300 on it. It's up there. And I think it goes to show with all of them, both of us have hit great shots with both, and all 3 that we've tested today. But it does come down to what you like the most, which one you feel the best with, which one inspires the most confidence as well.
Exactly.
I'm really impressed though. I like it as a concept. I'm intrigued to see where it fits into the other lines and see what it does. We will kind of bring out a testing video with that, with the Max, the LS, the Carbon and the Max Plus, because I think that's going to be a really interesting video, because it'll showcase just how strong the Dynapwr line is this year.
I just think, good looking driver. If you're out there and you haven't got maybe the budget of a TaylorMade or a Callaway or even a Titleist or a Ping, I think just, as we said in all the videos today, just go and get fit.
I think the one thing I'll kind of finish on with Wilson for sure, I think with Wilson we've got to stop talking about price. Because if you put this in at 529, it competes. And yet for some reason people are obsessed with the price of it. The fact of it is that is a hell of a good driver no matter what money you charge for it. If that had got TaylorMade across it, it'd be a bestseller. And yet I think some people have still got to just get past the name of it. That is a great driver. It's a great lineup. When you look at the fitting shafts, you've got a great kind of catalogue that you can go off. I think it's going to be a strong year for Wilson, and probably one that could turn the tide for him a little bit.
Wait till we get into the irons. The irons are, like, I think, a beauty.
I'm looking forward to trying the irons. I think they've done a very good job of picking some bits that have maybe done well in the past. Certainly bringing some familiar shapes in. But I'm really looking forward to trying them this year.
So cool. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Wilson Max Plus. Big thumbs up for me and Joe.
Absolutely.